Hey everybody, welcome to Moms on a Mission. Today we have the honor of having Vickie Natale with us with Organic Body Essentials. Vickie used to be an engineer. She sold to pharmaceutical companies. She made devices for them. And skincare just was something that she was passionate about. And she wanted to find an organic line. She searched everywhere, high and low, could not find a clean line that was effective, powerful, and good for your body. And so she created one. It's called Organic Body Essentials. You can go to organicbodyessentials.com and find all of her products there. But we have her here today, and we're so excited to ask her questions and just find out all the information about these clean, amazing products. So please welcome to Moms on a Mission, Vickie Natale.
Well, thank you for having me, both you guys. I'm honored and blessed to be here, Miriam, Julie, and the company did begin because of that. I couldn't find something for me. This was almost 10 years ago now. So I was looking for something for my hands, actually, because in the winter, whenever I would just close my hands, they would crack and bleed. There was nothing out there that I could find that was working. And at the same time, I had been for years already eating organic and understanding the reasons why it was so much more beneficial to your body to leave out the chemicals. And so I started just making a hand cream for myself in the kitchen. I have to just say, too, it wasn't because I also had lost everything before. So you mentioned I was an engineer, and in the recession, everything changed for a lot of people. And it was one of those that I had a company that had a lot of employees and it had debt. And it was a manufacturing company that I made medical devices that I designed also, and it just wasn't ready for a recession, and it just took everything out from under me. So I lost my home, and now I'm in a rental, and I'm looking for something for my hands, and I decided to just start using some olive oil and a few other oils that I had, and it came up with a cream that was working for me, and it was only organic oils and that I was using. So I thought finally of something, because there wasn't anything out there that after I had searched. And so I gave it out for gifts to my friends and family at Christmas that year. It was 2013. And they loved it. And they said, where did you get this? This is the best thing. I'm not cracking anymore. This was winter now. And so I thought maybe I have something here, that it's worth even doing more with. But I pray all the time, and I don't want to do anything that God doesn't want me to do. And so I was in my Bible time and journaling, and over I kept coming upon 2 Kings 4. And that is where Elisha is a prophet, and there was a widow that needed help because her husband, who knew Elisha, who was also a prophet, had died and left her with debt, and they were going to take her 2 children. And so he asked her what she had, and she had oil and olive oil. And he said, well, send your sons out to get jars and fill them up. And so she did. Well, until they ran out of jars, they didn't have any more jars. That's when the oil ran out. It just kept miraculously pouring. And so then she asked him what to do. And he said, sell it, and you'll have enough to pay your debt and to live on. And so over and over, a pastor's message, it was just always coming up in a short period of time. And I thought, well, okay, is this really you, Lord? And so it got confirmed through a prophetic word that was spoken over me. So that next day, after that word was spoken, I took a couple of the creams that I had made to a store, and the woman loved it and placed an order right there on the spot. And so I started with, it was all prayer and faith in God to do this, because I started with nothing. I was driving for Uber on nights and weekends and making product in my kitchen, and driving in my car up and down California to all the natural food markets, because they were understanding the benefits of applying to our largest organ organic food rather than chemicals. So that's really how the company began and grew from there.
What an inspiring story to start basically with nothing. And I love your inspiration from 2 Kings of just trusting in the Lord, and he telling you, one step at a time,
what you're going to do and how it's going to happen. And it did. And you were obedient. And now
And I
you have
think-
this amazing company.
And I think that's so interesting and so cool as moms. I mean, we are going in 90 different directions. I mean, Julia, I could tell you just about our morning, and we've been going in a million different directions. But I mean, the Lord just asked you to give and bring your supply. Give me what you have. And that's what you
Multiply
did,
it.
Vickie. And that's what we do. And then we just lay it at his feet and let him multiply it. That's so cool.
Well, and I'm so excited because this is a truly organic line. And I think a lot of people don't really understand the difference between conventional and organic. I know I'm still learning. And just from being on the show and talking to some doctors and realizing, I mean, I knew it was important. So Vickie, tell us more about that.
Sure. You've probably heard before, you are what you eat. And so when we eat and put junk in our bodies, we're not going to get the best results out of that. The one thing that people don't understand after switching over to organic internally, which a lot of people are getting now, they understand, they feel better without all the chemicals and the pesticides sprayed on foods. But our skin is our body's largest organ. So when we put on our skin chemicals over and over again, and our skin's drinking that, it goes into our bloodstream, and we're not even digesting that part. We're not putting that through our mouth and letting our digestive system sort things out. It's going into our bloodstream, and now our liver has to deal with all those extra toxins. It gets overloaded because we've already been overloading it, not even intentionally. There's a lot of things in our air, we know, in our water. There's a lot of things that hit us that we have to fight on a daily basis. So when we start applying things like common skincare products or conventional skincare, they're filled with aluminum and phthalates and perfumes, parabens. These are all ethanols. These are a lot of these are chemical companies' ingredients in there on purpose, as well as the petroleum products that are in there on purpose because they're selling, right? They want to keep selling. So those are the companies also that own a lot of these brands, and those ingredients are endocrine disruptors. So they're causing allergies with our skin and cancer too, and they really mess with our bodies. And so, just a little example of this for just to give you a visual. I had a friend who had a husband who was overweight, and she was an instructor, workout instructor, and she always tried to just make sure that he was eating healthy, but he would constantly go through the drive-through, especially McDonald's. Well, one New Year's Eve, they went through McDonald's, and he got a couple of hamburgers. He had Tux on, put them in his pockets. Well, he ate one, forgot the other one. Tux goes in the closet. Next year, he pulls out the Tux to use it again.
Vickie. No.
The hamburger,
Picture
exactly the same, looked identical to when he bought it. That's preservatives. That's what.
Oh my word.
So it's just like a good way to understand a little bit about what they're for. They're to preserve. They're like formaldehyde, right? So on a dead body, so it makes it stay the way it's supposed to stay. So that's also why it's kind of hard to get the understanding of this is all food that we're selling. So you want to use it up like you're using your food in your fridge. You want to, when you open it, use it, treat it like it's food, make sure it doesn't get really hot, things like that. Those are all the way we treat our food. And sometimes people think if it's a conventional product, they can reach in the cupboard a year and a half from now and it's going to look the same. No, it's not. It's not that hamburger. It's going, that's the reason why sometimes, we're so brainwashed to think we can grab that cream that we bought a year and a half ago and it's going to work the same. It will, is because if it's a chemical product, it's going to do that, but not our products. Ours are food.
I like that food concept because if you go to get anything organic, anything fresh, the shelf life is so short. And sometimes that stresses me out. I'm like, oh my word, I have 6 days to use this or 5 days. And but actually that's a good thing because that means there aren't chemicals and preservatives in it.
Yeah, and I love when you sent us some great products to try. The first thing I noticed that stuck out to me is it said skin food. And I was like, that is a great way to describe these products, skin food. And that's the way we need to start looking at this.
Yeah, because it is.
Because it is.
Well, it is, and I want to just one more thing to clarify what the difference is. You can go to the store and you can buy an apple. It's natural. An apple is natural, grows on a tree, right? But the conventional apples are some of the most heavily saturated with pesticides and chemicals that you can buy. It's one of the top foods you want to stay away from in the conventional area. So strawberries as well. They're just loaded with toxins and pesticides. So you're really not getting the nutrition from what you're eating. You're only pretty much putting chemicals into your body. Our bodies have the ability to heal with proper food. And so that's why also and by the way, the dirt itself too has to be treated properly to grow some of these products. You can't just use dirt that's full of, this is why when you get USDA certified, even farms that are trying to go that way, you have to have at least 3 years of time where your soils remained dormant because it has to heal. And so foods heal our body. And the same way that foods heal our body, the skincare that we apply, if it's food, will do the same. It's going to be ours are free of the GMOs and the toxins and the pesticides and the preservatives. So we're getting healthy food put on our skin. So you're going to see the results of healed skin. And I'm going to say a disclaimer too. I don't heal people. Our products, we don't claim that they do. What we say is that God put plants on the planet for our healing, and that's biblical. And that's what we do, is we use his plants that he gave us to do the very things he said they would do. And we just trust him that they will. We pray over all of our products as well, and for our customers. So when they continue to use the products, you get these benefits of things disappearing, healing rapidly. And so I think you just had a little bit of an experience like that, Miriam, yourself this week.
Yeah. So I was telling Vickie and Julie before the show that I was with a friend just a few days ago. I've been using, and we'll talk about her products in here in just a second, but I've been using her products for a while now, and almost a month, I think. And I didn't have any makeup on. I didn't have time to put it on this morning. And so I was sharing with her about these products. And she said, I was noticing your skin, it looks tighter. And I was like, oh, like I kind of sat up straighter. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I had to ask Vickie, I said, is that a result that kind of, is derived from these products? And she said, yes. And so, and I just was so excited to, and honestly, that's just going to get more, you're going to get more and more feedback from people after you use these products. And I would like to transition into the first product that I absolutely love, and it's Flawless Face Serum. And it's a small bottle, but you don't need very much. Just a few drops goes a long way. And I've been using it all over my face, décolleté, before I go to bed at night, because it's a serum. And it smells amazing. And obviously it's been working. It's super, it smells really, really good as well. It smells like you've just, been to a spa every night before you go to bed. So Vickie, tell us a little bit more about this.
Well, sure. This is the Flawless Face Serum. And one of the main ingredients in there, the first ingredient, is red raspberry oil. And red raspberry oil has a natural SPF of about 45. So by itself, that's an SPF. That's one of the top ones on the planet for a natural, or a plant that can do that. And so we put red raspberry oil in there for other reasons as well. So you can use this day or night, but the red raspberry oil is also very healing. So you have a lot of things that begin to heal rapidly on your skin. It's an excellent healing oil. But what you're talking about as far as the tightening, and what you're noticing as differences, that's the frankincense in there, because frankincense also does tightening, and it reverses skin damage. So you can actually start to see the dark spots get lighter, scars vanish. This is because of the frankincense that does that, and the myrrh as well. Excellent antioxidant properties in myrrh, and anti-aging as well. There's antifungal in there with the tea tree oil. So you're getting, you're addressing acne issues, and then the healing of carrot seed oil and helichrysum. Helichrysum is the top first aid oil on the planet. So there's a combination, a synergistic blend in there that does excellent work for making it's basically natural anti-aging is what we see happen. Wrinkles diminishing and skin being repaired. And I've had people even report back, they've taken this, they've put it on an open scar that they just had something done on their face. I remember this one woman, she fell and she had a gash in the side of her face and she had stitches. She used this right away on those stitches. And when she went back for her checkup within a week, it had completely healed. And she never ended up with a scar. So it's excellent healing properties in that too. So think about it for other places on your body too, that you might have a need to heal something that is a wound of any kind. That's a great oil for that. And you can use it day or night. So people say, how do I use the serum? Just like you said, Miriam, you like it at night because it's serum. Well, you can do that. You can also use the face cream, which we didn't talk about yet, at night, and the serum during the day. Personally, I use the serum during the day under my makeup, and I don't use a lot of makeup. I use a very, very light amount of just a little bit of a powder, and that's it. So this is what I love because it also, I live in California. I'm in the sun a lot, and it really does protect. And I don't use sunscreen on my face. This is what I use.
I think that was something that was stunning to me in the best possible way, because prior to using Organic Body Essentials, going to bed took me, I'm going to say 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, once you get all the layers and you'd have to do it in a certain order. Right. And I think that was kind of freeing to me that I could put this all on and I didn't have to have one for my neck, something for my eyes,
really simplifies your evening.
Yeah. Routine. And it's less expensive when you don't have to buy a million
price points
products.
are amazing.
It is. So anyway, that's that flawless face serum. I wanted to talk about that.
Well, and what I get excited about it being on Moms on a Mission, because what Vickie was just talking about, such great education for us, talking about all these ingredients that are from nature. I love the frankincense, the myrrh.
Think of Jesus.
Where's the gold? No, the gold is on the package. No, but it's just very educating and will help us, awake and then take action to put better products on our skin. Yeah. And the results are going to be amazing.
Yeah.
People, like you've already been able to see, and me too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love the education that we're getting through this podcast today.
And the extreme face cream day and night, I use that in the morning, and then I do the serum at night, but I'm glad to know that we could use the serum in the day. But I think what's so great about this too, is that you can kind of come up with your own routine. If you could use the
complementary products,
you'd use the face cream day and night. But I kind of like I've always had a regimen that's a little bit different at night from the morning. So I think that's how I just kind of take that track. But is there very much difference between the face cream, the day and night extreme face cream, from the serum?
Well, it's different oils. So you're getting the benefit if you use both, you're getting the benefit on your skin of the different oils that are beneficial for your face, like marula oil. Marula oil is from a nut in Africa. The women pretty much just use marula oil there in that region. So it's an excellent oil for your face and healing and hydrating and anti-aging. There's avocado oil in the face cream. There's argan. There's a crossover of baobab in both the face and the serum, face cream and the serum. But it's really, like you said, Miriam, it's a personal choice. And some people are just used to cream. Some people don't ever really want a serum. Some people know serums and they love that. And there's also people that combine them. So some people will use serum on their face and the cream around their eyes. It's entirely up to you.
That's what I do. That's what I do at night.
Well, it's up to each person's skin too, and you'll get to know, but by using the products, what you like, when you like to have it. But we did make it really simple so that it's called Extreme Day and Night Face Cream. There's a big hype that you have to, just like you said, Miriam, have a different thing for each part of your face or neck, but that's sales. That's what they've done to convince us that we do need that, when we really don't. This is a simplified line, as well as the ingredients. So if you flip over and look at the ingredients in our products, always we get constant feedback. These are so clean. This is just food. Yeah, it is. And that's why we get the results back. a constant flow of testimonials of people. They've used conventional, they've used their cream from their doctor. And they like this lady, Patty, she said, I used to have red irritated skin. This was on her face. The dermatologist told her after many visits, it just must be in the air. And she tried every cream that he prescribed and nothing worked for her. And she says, I tried your face cream and her face is almost normal. And that was then, when she's still a continued customer of ours. But there's testimonials like crazy of people who have gone. And I had this woman, she went and found, when we were in all the stores, because that was the main focus then in the earlier days. But she went and bought up all our creams from every store she could find us at, because she was crying the next day after she applied cream, because she could tell after 2 years, she was told by her doctor there was no hope. It just wasn't going to change. And that was a severe case of eczema she had. So she found our creams everywhere, and she thought, she's got to gather them up and hoard them, because this is the only thing that worked that actually completely healed her face. And so we have over and over cracked lips. We didn't talk about the lip balm yet, but let's just say
Julie's heading that
Yes,
way.
I've got my favorite right here. So this lip balm is the cocoa mint, and I use this day and night. And I like to put this on day and night, but at night I put like an extra layer on, because I feel like we have a ceiling fan, our room gets a little bit dry, but I wake up in the morning and my lips are still fresh and nice. And then I put another layer on. So this is great. Tell us a little bit more about the lip balm.
The lip balm, yeah, that's just a very few simple ingredients in that too. We've got the beeswax in there. That's a pretty typical thing for, unless you're having a vegan one. We don't have vegan in that, but the lip balm has the red raspberry oil in it also. So that's for healing as well as the SPF. So the natural SPF of the red raspberry oil in the lip balm, coconut oil is in there. That also has an SPF in there naturally. And so you've got the SPF and the moisturization going on, and the healing properties of these oils as well. Olive oil is in it too. And so I had a guy that had called me, and he, again, another situation, he had such severe cracked lips. His doctor said it was basically a disease, and he didn't know what to do, because now he had lost his taste. And somehow, I forget how, but he stumbled onto my lip balm, and he started applying it. And his doctor had prescribed him at that point for almost a year. He had only put on Vaseline, petroleum. Okay. So he switches over and starts using the lip balm. And he was shocked, because he could tell a difference within a day. Within 2 weeks, he was tasting again, and his lips were almost looking normal. It took about a month, and he had almost normal lips again, when it took 2 years of a doctor telling him it was a disease. So, just bottom line is, for everybody, you choose something that you think, you want for your skin first. I always say, try one of our products, and you'll know the difference. You'll smell right away. When you open up something, you'll smell earth. Well, because they're made from earth. They're made from what God gave us, the plants. And then when you use what God gave us, it really does make a difference. And there's other things in conventional products too. They're damaging. A lot of alcohol. You'll see alcohol like crazy in flip around your labels. Alcohol is pretty much the first one on there, because it's a shelf stabilizer, lets the product last for 5 years. We don't want that. We want to use something fresh all the time. And so that's the concept behind organic skin food rather than chemicals.
I want to bring up one more product, because this has become a favorite in the Wool Slayer house almost immediately. We're a house full of very active people, and sometimes we're too active and work our muscles out a little too hard sometimes, or it's just because we're a little bit older. So this intense therapeutic gel, my husband opened immediately, because he's always looking for something. He plays a lot of golf. He's very active, and I'm the same thing, but I carry a lot of tension in my shoulders and neck. So I started applying intense therapeutic gel, and immediately got relief. And like Vickie was saying, the smell of this, I won't name the other product that is a similar, muscular relief type ointment, but this has a really nice fragrant, and it's not as greasy and sticky. It goes in really well, but it's just so soothing on your muscles. And I've been using it at night along with my lip balm, just to kind of relax and release the tension in my shoulders. And it's almost like having a little massage in there. Yeah. So tell us more about this.
Sure. So that is the intense therapeutic gel that looks like this, and it comes in 3 sizes. We've got the larger, we've got a little bit small, half the size, and then we have a roll-on as well. And the Intense Therapeutic Gel is just like you said, Julie, it makes it hot and cold at the same time, right? And so that's what feels relieving is that you're getting from the menthol, the cool feel. There's the arnica and cayenne. The cayenne actually makes it feel like it's hot because it's tricking the brain and sending blood to the area, and blood is healing. So the cayenne is giving you that hot sensation, but it's actually bringing the healing power to the location. And then the comfrey also is excellent at relieving pain and healing as well. So there's the arnica, cayenne, comfrey, and menthol, and they work together to give you muscle and pain and tension, relief from any kind of tension or even injuries. So I use it, for example, a lot of times I hardly have to use it, but if I've turned real quick or pulled a little muscle in my back or neck or something, immediately I'll grab the Intense Therapeutic Gel and put it on because it relaxes you too. Just like you said, it's a relaxing. So in the relaxing, the tension's gone, so you can actually heal faster. A lot of testimonials on that lower back pain, knees, definitely arthritic situations. It's been powerful at helping people with things like that. So a lot of testimonials come back, just like your husband. He golfs, take that on, put it on. Wash your hands after, by the way, though, because it's you don't want to menthol and cayenne in the eyes. Isn't
Yeah. Hey, I want to say something. This was just a discovery that nobody had really told me about, but we were in here doing an interview, and right when we finished, I was having a hot flash. I was so hot, and Julie had this here, and I just put it on the nape of my neck, and within just a few minutes, I was like, let me just try this and see if that'll work. And within just a couple of minutes, I was like, oh my gosh, there's another use for it. So that's my personal testimony. I thought it was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Well, and a lot of testimonials coming through from people that, that it made their healing speed up, or they're able to be more flexible now. I know for me, with my knees, it was great when I really needed it. I use other things in our product line as well. We could talk about another time, but for aches and pains and things, but it really is an excellent product that way. It was made for a spa originally. They had requested a special product, and that was a long time ago now, but it really became one of the top selling products. And just to kind of highlight what is top selling, because people will look at the website and they'll get a little confused because there's a lot of products there, about 35 or so, but the top selling products are going to be a few of them that we just covered: the Flawless Face Serum, the Day and Night Face Cream, that Intense Therapeutic Gel, and then the lip balm. Those really move a lot. And by the way, when Julie said it's the scent I like, this cocoa mint, it's not a scent as much. Well, it smells that way, but it is from cocoa. It is from the mint plant. All of the smell that you're going to smell.
Yeah.
If it's a fragrance, it's not a fragrance. It's literally from the plant, and that's what you're smelling. And
a natural fragrance, organic, naturally smelling great product.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not overpowering. That's a good point.
It dissipates too, right? You're not going to smell chocolate on your lips all day.
No. And I like it with the mint. I think that it's not, because I'm not a huge fan of things that smell like food, because they sometimes make me hungry, and and also I just don't know that I want chocolate on my lips. But this doesn't really smell like a candy bar chocolate. It's a really refreshing, relaxing, wonderful, clean smell. And I absolutely love it. And I just want to say regarding the lip balm, that the shape of it is in an oval, which I thought, that's interesting. I've never seen a lip balm. They're always circular. And so I thought, oh, that's so interesting, because when you put it on, it matches the outline of your lip, where if it's circular, I feel like, you're putting it all over your skin. It's kind of messy. So I kind of like that as well. And it smells amazing. Absolutely amazing. So anyway, well, Vickie, thank you so much for joining us today. We've thoroughly enjoyed having you and explaining all of these products. Super great to know.
Yes. And we want you to go to Essentials.com and we're going to offer you a discount, right, Vickie? So they use the code
Yes.
MISSION. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Mission at
You get
checkout.
5%
Yes.
off, code mission. You get 5% off. And
Yep.
if you order more than $50, because you'll probably want to get a few of these that we talked about today. If you order over $50, you get free shipping. And here is a really cool thing. When Vickie sent us our product, she said, make sure it doesn't sit out in the sun that long. And there, there's dry ice, just, it's very temperature sensitive. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think that that's great. I mean, that just shows you she's delivering food to your doorstep,
Quality products. Yes.
face food or
Yes,
body
skin
food, skin
food.
food. Yeah. So yes, you want to go to Organic Body Essentials today and place your order and type in code MISSION for
Yep.
5% off.
So organicbodyessentials.com, code MISSION, you'll get your discount. You'll get to try these amazing products. And we also want to hear from you about that. So send us an email at moms@momsonamission.net and tell us about what your experience is with these products and also what you think about the show. So that's moms@momsonamission.net, and then follow us on your favorite platform. Moms on a Mission is excited to partner with our friends at MyPillow. According to sleep experts and sleephealth.org, over 50 million Americans struggle to get a good night's rest. That's where MyPillow comes in. They make the best pillows, sheets, mattresses, and mattress toppers. Several years ago, I was having trouble falling and staying asleep due to neck and shoulder pain. Luckily, I heard an ad about MyPillow and decided to give it a try. After 3 or 4 days, I really began to feel a difference. I was sleeping better and my neck and shoulders felt so much better. MyPillow really does help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Moms on a Mission wants you to get a great night's rest too. Go to mypillow.com right now and use the promo code MISSION for up to 66% off your purchase. MyPillow products are made in America and have a 60-day money-back guarantee and lifetime warranty. Remember, go to mypillow.com, put in the special code MISSION for your special Moms on a Mission discount. Thank you and God bless.
Hey guys, it's Moms on a Mission here. Are you worried about your financial stability and protecting the money for which you worked so hard? The problem is stock market volatility and inflation. You may be wondering what you can do to preserve your family's wealth. We at Moms on a Mission encourage you to reach out to our friend Andrew Sorcini with Beverly Hills Precious Metals. Andrew is the expert in educating you to help you find the right balance of gold and silver for your family portfolio. He made it so easy for me to add precious metals to my financial investments. I simply mailed a check to Beverly Hills Precious Metals and my silver showed up on my doorstep a few days later. It was so easy. Go to bh-pm.com to save a little money and tell them that Moms on a Mission sent you. That's bh-pm.com. Don't wait. Protect your wealth today by going to bh-pm.com and tell them that Moms on a Mission sent you.